assignments. That's what this video is going to be about. So if you've seen the previous video, you know exactly how the whole post system works. But the way that the teachers are going to be sending out information for students is actually going to be using what's called assignments. So let's take a look at the assignments tab and see exactly how that was organized. Now, taking this as an example, you can see that there are several little assignments here. We have the Ultimate Test of Ultimate Destiny, Super Hard Quiz of Learning, Learn You a Thing, and then, a reissue of the Super Hard Quiz of Learning. If a teacher wants a student to do something, whether it's review information or take a quiz or just do something that, involves a little bit of interaction, a lot of times they will use assignments to make it easy to take all of the information they want to give a student and put it all in one place so that they can very easily access all the information and the teacher can see that the student has accessed all of this information. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and click this newest one right here and see what pops up. Okay. So up here we have the title of it. We have the Super Hard Quiz of Learning. Pretty self-explanatory, but nonetheless, here are instructions right here. Take this quiz and see if you learned a thing. I'm not sure whether or not we have learned a thing, and it appears that there's a little bit of work right here for us to do to find out whether or not we did learn a thing. Now you can see over here that we have some points. This one says that it's 20 points possible. At the moment, everything we're doing here is not graded. Now, if that changes in the future, the school will let you know, but at the moment, all of this is review material. So the points might, if the points do exist, they're simply there just to let the student know whether or not they actually grasped all of the material. So in order for a student to interact with this, we're going to go ahead and click the whole My Work section of it. And the first thing that's going to pop up here is actually, it's a quiz. Now, there's lots of different ways you can put assignments out. Some teachers will use it just to compile materials, but other teachers might use it to create these little interactive quizzes. Usually these quizzes are self-graded, and they are set up in a way to let the student know whether or not they, got the correct answer. So let's see here. We have the first question here is, why is 6 afraid of 7? We have, because hierarchical structures cause fundamental societal differences that can cause counterproductive interpersonal friction, or because 7, 8, 9, which is clearly the answer to the joke. So we will go ahead and click this one. And then we have another question underneath here. That one is just a simple multiple choice. And here it looks like we have a question that is going to be a text entry question. Rick Astley is never going to. What is Rick Astley never going to do? He is never going to, he's never going to give you up. That seems good. Now, if you have a student who has maybe a sight impairment, and you want to be able to have the student, hear these questions, you'll see that there are these little icons next to the questions. If you click this, it will actually go to a page that will read out the questions for the student. Now, if this, once this page comes up, you simply click the play button, and it will read this out. So we'll go ahead up and click close. Oh, whoops. That closed out the whole quiz. My bad. As you can see, if you do accidentally close a quiz, if you click and open it back up, you'll be right where you left off last time. Now, on a quiz, the way you submit it is you simply click the little submit button. So we'll go ahead and do that. And, okay, well, hey, let's view our results. Now, as you can see, after you have taken a quiz, you can see responses to the different answers right here. Not all teachers will do this, but this is one of the possible things that can happen. So here we have a response here, good sense of humor. And then you can see Rick Astley is never gonna, and then give you up is one of the acceptable answers. So once we're done with that, we can go ahead and go back to thank you page. So we have now successfully submitted this assignment. So if we click close, you'll see we get this little animation here basically saying like, hey, we did it. Good job. So we'll click back. So you can see now there's a little check mark right there showing that we have completed this. Once we've completed it, it means that it has been turned into the teacher, and they are going to review it if there's anything else they need to do with it. Next, we're going to take a look at an assignment that actually requires us to submit something, submit a piece of work. So let me set something up real quick, and with the help of movie magic, we will be right there. And there we go. Okay, so in this assignment, the instructions here, learn stuff, because that's what we do here. And you'll see that there are a couple of things here. You have reference materials. So in this instance, the teacher decided to put a couple of pieces of material for your student to review in order to complete the assignment. So you can see here there is a picture, and then here is a link to a website. This link is called That Place You Shouldn't Research Things. And, oh, yep, that takes us to Wikipedia. Okay. So teachers will usually compile, sometimes it'll be documents, sometimes it'll be website links, sometimes it will be videos. Basically anything that would be useful to the assignment will be under here in reference materials. And to access any of it, you simply, click that and you're good to go. Now, this is an assignment that requires us to turn something in. So down here you can see my work, and there's a little plus button that says add work. So we'll go ahead and click that. And you'll see a new screen pops up here. So an important thing to emphasize is that every single student has an Office 365 account, which means that they have access to Word Online, Excel Online, PowerPoint Online. So if they need to write a document, they can do it in those any of those programs. There will be a separate video showing you how to get access to all of that. So look for that video in a few. As far as turning in something here, if we needed to turn in like a Word document, what we could do is you'll see there is a little button here that says New File. So we'll click New File, and you can see we can create a new Word document, new PowerPoint, new Excel. We'll click Create New Word Document, and we'll say, my assignment. And we'll click Attach. So when we do that, we now have a blank Word document right here that we can put some information in. So we'll go ahead and click that right there. And this will take us to a page where we can actually edit the document directly in Teams. So you'll see up here, there's a little button to click Edit Document. We'll say, you can say Edit in Browser, Edit in App. So we'll click Edit in Browser, which will, open it up in the little Teams browser here. So now we can, type some information. This is my book report. Now, because this is being saved on the web, as long as you have an internet connection, this is going to be automatically saved. So as soon as you are done with this assignment, all you have to do to turn it in is you simply click Close. And now the document is already attached. And if this is ready to be turned in, you go ahead up here, and if it was the right date, it would say Return. Right now it says Turn in Late, but both are, the same thing. So we'll click that. And you can see we get this little animation here. And we have turned in the assignment. Now, the teacher may ask for multiple things. They may ask for pictures. They may ask for documents. They may ask for potentially even video. Anything that you need to attach can be attached from that little page there. So, yeah, that is how you turn assignments in. Now, once assignments have been turned in, if they are graded, they will actually show up on this little tab here that says Grades. So we'll take a look at that next. Okay, now over here on the Grades tab, we can see these are all of the assignments that we've completed. You can see that here we have that super hard quiz of learning. You can see the status is turned in. And you can see the number of points. And then you can see the a couple of assignments that we have not turned in yet, and that shows not turned in. And then down here, this last one we just completed shows turned in 8 days late. Again, just to show you, for example. And you can see if the score has been returned, that will show up here under Grades. So in order to see any actual feedback for the assignments, we'll go ahead and click Assignments, go back here, and we'll see underneath Completed, we can click each of them. So let's click Learn New a Thing. There we go. That's what I was looking for. And under here we have feedback. So if the teacher says anything about this particular assignment, you'll see it pop up under feedback if they return the assignment. You'll also have the option here to turn it in again. A teacher will let you know whether or not that's necessary. So yeah, that's how assignments work in Teams. In the next video, we're going to actually talk about how to do the live meetings, how to participate in the live meetings, and how to set your device up so that you can use your camera and microphone to participate in the live meeting itself.